move on to the artist of the week. If you haven't heard Zane Williams, you've probably heard a song he's written, because he's one that when I was listening to his music today, I was sitting at a desk for 12 hours, so I just had music playing the whole day so I don't go crazy. And I binged through his discography a few times, and he was one that I realized, like, you can tell when listening to his music that he is a songwriter. Like, his songs are so well written, and I fucking love them. I remember when he first came out, like, I heard one of his songs, and I was like, this is a really cool song, I really like it. But then I went to, like, one of his CDs, and I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of this, actually. But then I just started listening to it more and more, and I was like, all right, I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I first listened to him, because I love it. I think it was because it was his one album, that gray one with, like, just his face. I can't remember what that album's called.
Texas Like That.
Yeah, and that, I think, because that was the first one I heard, and I was just like, I think that's probably my least favorite album by him. It's not a bad album, but it's probably my least. I don't even think I have a song from it on my top 10, actually.
Yeah, I mean, just scrolling through it, I can't see any of them that are really jumping out to me.
I kind of like Here's to You, but it's not on my top 10. But yeah, so Zane Williams, he's written songs for, like, Pat Green, Cody Johnson, Jason Michael Carroll. There's others. I can't think of it, though. I don't know. But he's a songwriter, and you can tell in his music, and I fucking love that about him.
Yeah.
So this week, well, Kevin couldn't listen to music that much at work, so that's part of the reason why. But Zane Williams is also one I listen to probably a little more than you. So
definitely in the broader scope of more of his music, because he's one of those that, like, I have a few of his songs on different playlists, and there are ones that are like my go-tos that I really like.
Yeah.
But as I was listening, just, you know, a little bit before we started recording, I was like, okay, there's a lot of these songs that I don't remember if I have ever heard before, so I don't think I can adequately make a top 10. So Steve's gonna take it.
The top 6 of my list are ones that I've been listening to for a long time, that I listen to a lot. The other 4 are ones that I listen to a good chunk, but not as much, but they're all good. This one was actually a tough one to make, too, because I got down to, like, 40 songs of his, and I was just like, these are all really good. What can I can't decide.
Yeah.
Only, like, the top 6 were ones that I had, like, I knew these were going to be on. But so let's just hop into it. Number 10 is River Girl.
You put your hand in mine, pretty fingers that fit just fine. Walk down where the river gets so wide and no one ever comes around. Hiding out neath the concho moon, no agenda and nothing to prove in our own little world. Just me and my river girl.
I guess I should have sent you this before we started.
I'm just gonna hang.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Coetzel, just he's gonna be staring off into space while I talk. So River Girl, actually, if you look up the lyrics to this song, if you read the lyrics, you would think it's like a bro pop country song type thing, because it's about a guy who, like, drives down to a river to hang out with his girlfriend, and the lyrics are just kind of like we go down the dirt road, we go past the fence post, and, like, all that kind of stuff. But the way it's played is such a gorgeous song that I love it. Like, the lyrics aren't bad, I'm not trying to say that, but they sound like, if you put it to a hip-hop beat and Sam Hunt was rapping them, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how it went out, because the lyrics are kind of, I don't know if you're looking at them or not.
Yeah,
they are kind of bro-y-ish sounding, but the song itself is a beautiful country song, and I love it for that reason. Because even though the lyrics aren't top-notch, the music is, and so it kind of raises the level of the song.
Word.
Number 9 is The Distance Between.
Ain't it funny how you never win the game you never try? And even when you try, there ain't no easy way to rise above the past that led you where you are today. I've got a head full of dreams that I don't want to forget. change on my way, yeah, but I'm never quite there yet. And I'm tired of seeing the distance between the man in my mirror and the man I want to be. Yeah.
This song is just, it's kind of one of those that it's super depressing when you think of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a song about how he kind of wanted to grow up to be this good person, but like the chorus is where is it? Boop. Why can't I'm tired of seeing the distance between the man in the mirror and the man I want to be. So it's just this. I love that lyric, one, but two, it's like this great song of how he wanted to live his life to his best, to the fullest, but he's kind of hasn't done it, and he's just kind of, and it's just kind of that, like there's this distance between who I am and who I want to be, and it's just a kind of a gorgeous song that has that kind of sentiment that I'm sure many people have had of living my life to the fullest.
That's awesome. That hearing those words makes me think of the fucking Dalton Domino's Corners, where he says who I was ain't who I am bit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Number, what are we on? 8 is Christmas Feels Like Christmas Again.
I guess we've been running low on Christmas cheer, but all that is changing this year, 'cause there's a miracle sleeping down the hall, a newborn innocent baby boy, so sweet and small, and it's amazing how when we're holding him, all the light and the joy and the hope we'd lost come rushing back in. Somehow Christmas feels like Christmas again.
I love Christmas songs. Just kidding. It's not a Christmas song. It's
objection.
It's just about Rudolph and Snowman and Santa Claus and Hanukkah. Wait,
you wrote this super original song. It's about bells and they're silver.
No, it's actually nothing about Christmas. It's just that's the setting of the song. It talks about how, like last Christmas, the
you
wreath
gave
was
me your heart, and the very next day you gave it away.
Yes, exactly. Moving on. No. It's like the year before, the house was like the roof was leaking. He couldn't pay his rent. Like his dad had a heart attack, and he spent Christmas in like the hospital. Like he survived, but he's like, and so he goes. But this year, Christmas feels like Christmas again because we're at home. There's a baby down the hall in a crib. My dad survived, and he's wearing a sweater that says like "World's Best Grandpa" and all. Like it's like Christmas feels like Christmas again. Like last year was terrible, but even though we're not like rich this year, Christmas is a happy time again, and I just love that. Like it could be 4th of July, it could be birthday, it could be New Year's. The setting doesn't matter. It's just that it has that sentiment of like this holiday that's supposed to be happy is finally happy again, and it's such a beautiful song in that kind of sense.
Sure.
Yeah. Kevin hates Christmas and feelings and happiness.
Correct.
Next is number 7, Home Sweet Home.
You're my hiding place. You're the world I know. You're my rest when the road is long. You're the greatest single blessing I could never own. Yeah, all I need is you, baby. You're my home, sweet home.
He just does his best to cover a Motley Crue song, and it's just
and he
phenomenal.
does it well.
This one, I don't think the lyrics are actually anywhere on the internet. I don't know if you can find them, but the song is pretty much this. They're living kind of paycheck to paycheck in a way, but he has a gig in a city that's a couple hours away, and he's super happy to go to it, but home is like pretty much, it's kind of one of those I'm away from my girl and I really miss her type things because she is my home sweet home, and it's that kind of love sentiment, and it's just it's another one where it's not the deepest of lyrics, but the way it's performed is phenomenal, and it's from his first CD, so usually, and even though you could tell it's kind of a lower quality like recording, it's still a really well put together album, and it's really fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Number 6 is Bringin' Country Back.
Bringing back that stone cold, solid gold, good old country blues. Just 'cause you don't hear it anymore don't mean there's no one to fill the shoes. Some folks still get off on a song like that. I guess that's why I'm bringing country back.
It's, I think, the title song of his newest album.
Yep, that's what it's called.
And it's so, I love it because it's kind of a country protest song, which again, if this is your first episode, country protest songs are you're protesting Nashville and what music is kind of standing for now, and you want like original and good country music, so it's that's what country protest songs are. But it's kind of that thing of like where he's saying like Nashville doesn't, really represent us. They say country's dying, but it's actually just gone underground, and like what we're doing our best to keep country alive, and so we're bringing country back. And it's just a fantastic, it's a super upbeat song of it's just fuck the mainstream. We're doing country right.
Yeah, and I remember when this album was coming out, I saw the title and I saw the album cover where he put a cowboy hat on for the first time in his album picture career, and then it being titled Bringing Country Back, and I was like, oh no, did they get to him? Is he all Nashville'd up now? Not at all. Not at all. And so I was very excited about that.
Yeah, and it actually, that just reminds me of what Cody Jinks said at his concert last week.
Yeah.
It's not verbatim because I couldn't write it down fast enough, but he pretty much said, we're bringing back the 70s when artists played together and sang each other's songs. Fuck Nashville, we're starting our own club. And that was
I believe he
thing.
said, so we said, fuck Nashville, we'll do our own thing, or we'll make our own club, or whatever.
And I just realized what the other thing we had to talk about was that concert last week.
Exactly.
We'll talk about it after the top 10, so stay tuned for that.
That one big thing. What was it? Oh, yeah.
That huge thing that we did last week.
God damn it.
So, stay tuned for that. We'll talk about it after the top 10. Anyway, number 5, Overnight Success.
Next you borrow 10 grand from your uncle and you make a CD. Good luck paying him back, 'cause it's a modern day fact. Anybody can get it for free. Spend your time online making virtual fans, shopping for a band while you work for the man. Till you book enough gigs, you can turn in your 2 weeks. Then you sing about love, or maybe love gone wrong. And you do a little drinking, do a drinking song. Make everybody dance, everybody smile, everybody feel good for a while. And when you're through, that's pretty good, but that's just step 2. 2-stepping now.
This is one of those. This is one of those great songs of like, it's Aaron Watson kind of does the same one with Fence Post, and it's just one of those songs of like, they call you an overnight success, but I've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah,
like,
it's a combination of the songwriting being what sounds to be super relatable for anyone who is a musician in that struggle, but then also like all the minor things in the background, like because it starts out simple, then as he talks about assembling the band comes in, and like when he says like you buy an old secondhand amp with a knob that sticks, and then it's got like the fuzzy kind of sound of the thing being plugged in, and like all the little things. It's just a really cool
just
song.
Says you learn how to play a classic guitar riff, and you hear Mama Tried play in the background and stuff. It's such a great song. But I love it. It's just such a very real thing of like, they're going to think you're an overnight success because they're going to go from not hearing who you are to knowing who you are, but it's taking you all this time of just grinding away in bars. Like you get together with your guy, like the guy from church and a friend of a friend who's learning how to play bass, and you finally get that Friday night gig, and then you finally get Leno and all that kind of shit. And it's just a really cool song of like, this is what it takes to be cut. Like, and then at the end of the song, he just goes, maybe you should just try out for American Idol.
Exactly.
Just, talking about like how difficult it is, but you have to do it if you want to survive in it. Because he goes like, step 7 is quitting, but then step 8 is coming back to it because you realize it's what
exactly.
You have to do.
And then I don't remember what step. He's just like, fire the original band.
yeah. Fire the band by a van. Like, it's really funny. But yeah, it's a fantastic song. Number 4 is Hello World.
Well, the sun ain't shown his face yet, but he's coloring the clouds, painting me a picture that must make the maker proud. And the morning dove is singing a song to the morning stars, and it's a peaceful feeling being happy where you are. Happy right there where you are, singing hello misty mountains, blue in the light of dawn. Hello rolling river, rambling right along. And hello fresh air filling up my lungs so I can say hello world, thanks for another day.
This is a Lady Antebellum song. It's just fantastic. No, that actually is a good song. But this song, I love it because I still remember listening to it on it was like just a summer Saturday, waking up, going and doing this workout with my trainer and a bunch of other people out in a park, and driving home with the windows down, cranking up Hello World. And that was like the best mood I have been in for a long time, because this song is so upbeat. It is like impossible not to be happy with it.
And it's so upbeat, but so like stone cold country upbeat, not like a pop sounding upbeat,
exactly.
Whatever. It's like, it's just so country, but it's got that, bopping back and forth feel to it. It's just great. And then the line being, hello world. I don't know if he says, just say thanks for another day. Thanks for another day. It's nice. I like it.
It's such a good upbeat song. Like, it's the perfect, it's warm out, driving with your windows down song. Like, it's perfect for it. Now we get into the top 3, which are all very depressing.
Yes.
Yes.
First is number 3, Jayton and Jill.
At an all-night diner, they waited out the storm, ended up talking right up till dawn. By the time he dropped her off safe at home, neither one felt so alone. 2 lost souls found a connection that's blessing both of them still. On that night when Jayden met Jill.
What the hell Jayton is. I've never heard that name before, but that's the man in the story. So pretty much it's a story. It's kind of just a small town girl living in a lonely world, just a midnight boy or whatever the fuck that song, Journey. It's like talking about how the guy the guy is he works at like a gas station or whatever, and the girl is like the rebel preacher's daughter, and it's a story about she goes on a date with a guy from out of town, and he starts getting grabby and like tears at her dress, and so she gets out and like runs, like this dude's obviously tried to assault her. And so the guy, Jayton, is driving down the street, and over the hill he sees her like walking and like crying and stuff, and he's just like, can I help you? And she's like, no, stay away. And he's like, I'm not leaving you out here, like come with me, like I'm taking you to town, like that kind of thing. And they end up going to a diner and talking all night and having a really good time. Obviously, then they fall in love, that whole thing. And then the end of it has a nice little hill of sad to happy to sad, because the end of the story is he's telling the girl while on a date, oh, I was driving out there to kill myself. And it's just like, what? And so it's just like I had stolen my dad's 45, and if I didn't see you going over the hill, I would have ended it. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like this kick in the crotch
Tell
of
you
a
what,
song.
that songs like that with the sadness bell curve, where it's sad, happy, sad. Oh, every time.
Yeah, it was. But this, like, because I actually didn't hear it until we started. I think I might have heard it before, but I didn't really listen to it until I started listening for this episode. And I was listening, I was like, oh, the guy's, White Knight. And I thought it was going to be like a Drunk Girl White Knight type song. But then the ending, I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
This is one that I feel like I've probably have heard it, but it's not coming to my mind, and I feel like
it has a music video, so it's probably a bigger one.
And now that you've talked about it, it's one of his top 5 on Spotify. It's his second one. But I can't think of it right now, and I'm like, well, shit. I know the first thing I'm doing after we're done recording is I'm firing that one up, because damn.
It's so good. It's so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
But I couldn't put it at, even though it probably is my favorite written song by him, it just, these next two are the ones I listen to.
I feel like
so
I
much
know
by
what
him.
they are, but continue.
Yeah. Number 2 is Sure Felt Like Goodbye.
Still the night when she said she needed a little time, letting go for good never did cross my mind. Till the goodbye kiss that lingered a little too long. Till the tear in her eye made me say, baby, tell me what's wrong. Till she drove away and never looked me in the eye. I'm not sure, but that sure felt like goodbye.
This song is just a kick in the crotch for anyone who's been in a confusing moment before the breakup of is it over? And it's just like the girl's walking out and he's just like, is everything okay? And it's like she had tears in her eyes and that kiss just felt like a kiss goodbye, and it's just like she said it's not over, but that sure felt like goodbye.
Exactly. Like he's keenly aware of the situation, despite they never saying anything.
He's kind of in
definitive.
denial.
Exactly. And he's just like, that really, and so he's just talking about all the little things that he noticed that were just a little bit different and were noticeable.
Because that goodbye kiss that lingered a little too long.
Exactly. The tears in her eyes when I said, baby, what's wrong? It's just like all the things you're like, yeah, brutal.
Yeah. And then, of course, I've felt that before, and it's not great.
What?
But, yeah, that song is just powerful. It's good. But number 1 is the one that I think it was the first one I ever heard by him. It's the one I've been obsessed with ever since it came out. I freaked the shit out when I saw him at Joe's Live with a certain ex, and this is my favorite song by him is number 1, A Little Too Late.
Look at you laughing, leaning into him with his arms wrapped around you where mine should have been. Pretty as a picture and so in love. If I'd have moved quicker, well, it could have been us. Look at you floating 10 feet off the ground and looking up at him like there's no one else around. Whoever said good things come to those who wait. Never lost a girl like you by loving just a little too late.
Yeah, this song is tremendous, and because I know that I texted you that if I had picked one, my number 1 probably would have been Sure Felt Like Goodbye, but in my mind now,
it was very tough.
These
between the
two, exactly. Yeah. I could argue either one of them. And
they're interchangeable.
Little Too Late is fucking tremendous. And if even without how great of a song it is, the goddamn violin in this song, top 5 violin riffs like ever.
Yeah. Yeah, this song, it's so, if you, obviously you just heard the clip because I put it in, but it's pretty much this, just a guy who sees a girl at a bar, and he's like, this girl could have been mine if I didn't wait so long. And he goes, I've never lost a girl by just waiting too long, or being just a little too late. And so it's like, I could go over there, I could tell the guy to fuck off and be that you're mine, but the way you just kissed him and looked in his eyes, like, obviously I've already lost you. Like, there's no way. I'm just going to have to be over here drinking my sorrow away because I just waited too long to go talk to you. And you've met the guy of your dreams already.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting take, too, because you don't hear that kind of, point of view in songs very often where he's just like, I lost this girl, but it was almost before I even had a chance to do anything.
Yeah.
And just having the regret of not going for it and all that stuff mixed with seeing how clearly happy she is. So it's like, well, no, it really is like, I don't have a shot right now in hell, so fuck.
Yeah, it's just such a good song. The way it's performed, like the instrumentation of this song is fantastic, along with the lyrics just being so good. And so this is definitely my favorite.
So good.
Yeah, 2 and 1 definitely interchangeable. Arguably, top 3 are all interchangeable because Jade and Jill is but yeah. So that's it. All I have for him. But so this episode's going to go long because we just remembered that we have to talk about the concert we went to last week.
If we would have known that going in, we might have been able to time ourselves to be like, still have it go quick. But now we're fucked. It's over.
Yeah.